Here's what real estate agents aren't telling you. There's a lot that happens behind the scenes in real estate that the average buyer or seller never hears about. I'm Ryan Gomillion, your Gomillion Dollar Agent here in Austin, Texas. And in today's video, I'm pulling back the curtain on the strategies, incentives, and truths that many agents won't share up front and how you can use them to your advantage. We're talking about commissions, pricing pressure, hidden costs, off-market deals, and bidding wars, and I'm not holding back. If you're buying or selling in the next 9 days or 9 months, this is information that you need to know. Let's get into it. Let's start with how real estate agents are compensated, because that's where a lot of confusion lives. Before August 2024, when you hired a listing agent, you were often agreeing to paying a total commission that was typically split between the listing agent and the buyer's agent. Amounts varied depending on the market and were always negotiable. Now, when hiring a listing agent, the seller does not need to commit to an amount to offer the buyer's agent, and it is usually negotiated as part of the buyer's offer. There was this narrative that buyer's agents worked for free before this change, but here's what most people didn't realize. While buyers weren't directly responsible for their agent's compensation, they never worked for free. That commission was and still is baked into the price of the home. So you, as the buyer, may not be cutting a check, but you're paying for it in the purchase price. And with the new rules, buyers are contractually obligated to pay their agents even if there isn't a compensation amount offered from the seller. But here is the hidden part, and was a huge factor that led to the change in 2024. Sometimes agents were steering buyers away from homes that offered lower commissions, even if they were a good fit, because they earn less. It wasn't ethical, and I wish the new rules stopped it, but there are likely instances of it still going on. Now, with the changes from the lawsuits and rule updates over the course of 2024 and 2025, how agent compensation works is evolving fast. If you're not asking the right questions about who's getting paid and how, you could be left in the dark. Your agent can influence your pricing strategy, but sometimes too much. Some agents may encourage a seller to underprice to get a quick offer and lock in a fast paycheck. Others may suggest an inflated number to win the listing, only for the home to sit and go stale on the market. On the buyer side, some agents might subtly nudge you to offer more than you're comfortable with, especially in bidding wars, again, because it affects their paycheck. But the best agents are advisors, not salespeople. They should be backing up their pricing advice with market data, neighborhood comps, and real strategy, not emotion or urgency. So if you ever feel rushed or talked into a number that doesn't feel right to you, ask more questions. Here's a little known truth. Agents don't make much more money if your home sells for $600,000 instead of $620,000. But they do make money faster if it sells in 1 week instead of 6. That creates a potential incentive problem where some agents would rather get it sold quickly and move on, even if it means leaving money on the table for you. This is why it's so important to work with someone who treats your home like a major investment, not just a transaction. The extra time and effort should go toward your bottom line, not just theirs. These are just a few of the reasons why it is so important to interview for and find the right agent for your real estate needs. Buying or selling a home comes with more than just the price tag, and unfortunately not all agents take the time to walk you through just what that entails. For buyers, closing costs can run 2 to 5% of the purchase price on top of your down payment. Lender fees, title insurance, surveys, inspections, they all add up. And in new construction, you might be on the hook for thousands in upgrades or HOA fees that you weren't expecting. Not to mention the potential property tax increase the year after you buy. For sellers, prepping the home with repairs, cleaning, and staging. Also concessions to buyers like rate buydowns, title insurance, or closing cost credits. And of course, agent compensation. A good agent will give you a full picture of your net numbers, not just your top line price. Work with your agent and lender to walk through a net sheet because that's where the real decisions get made. All right, now let's get into the stuff that most agents won't tell you unless you ask. Off-market deals. Not every home is listed on the MLS. Some sellers don't want to go public, and some homes get sold quietly through agent networks or private groups. It's not as common in buyers markets like we're seeing now, but it is still a fact of real estate. As a buyer, this means you need an agent who's plugged in and can go beyond the portals depending on what you're looking for. Bidding wars. In hot areas, homes still get multiple offers. Some agents won't tell you how to win, or worse, they'll throw out risky tactics. What you should be asking about is appraisal gaps, seller leasebacks, and creative financing options to stand out among the crowd. A great agent won't just say offer more. They'll help you structure your offer strategically. So there you have it, the real story behind real estate agents. The truth is, not all agents are created equal. Some are truly advocates for you, and others are just there for the paycheck. The key, ask better questions. And if you want to know what those questions are, drop a comment below and I'll send you my personal list of must-ask questions for interviewing your next agent. You deserve transparency, strategy, and someone in your corner, whether you're buying your first home or selling your third. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, subscribe for more real estate content, and reach out to me if you have any questions about the Austin market. I'm here to help, and my information is in the pinned comment down below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.